Well, how'd you two meet?
We didn't meet. I told you that. It was a blind date.
Let's break the orbit.
So how long have you been married?
14 next May.
Wow, that's a long time.
It is.
Are you happy?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
answer.
Wrong numbers. A new indie film details an intense one-night stand that turns into something more complicated and destructive than either of them could have expected.
Yeah, it was filmed right here in Chicago over the course of just 6 days. Director and producer Duane Edwards and actor David Kelsey join us now with more. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Very few people in the film, yourself and your co-star, and it feels like Chicago is really a star in this film too.
It really is the backdrop. I mean, when you think about Chicago, you think about locations. You talk about a great restaurant, which we actually filmed in, which is Rosebud Steakhouse, right there on Walton, right down the street from, you know, the iconic Drake Hotel.
Yeah.
But to be able to go in there, film in there, and get that reverence of what it is, it's just, I love it.
And usually films are filmed over months. You did this in 6 days. Did you feel rushed as an actor, or did it just flow right on?
It really flowed. We had some time to prep. You know, we were limited by time and setups, and so Emily and I really had to just take a leap of faith. But it was like a play, really shooting a play. It was wonderful, and to be able to kind of get into that rhythm without all the starts and stops, we would do 22-minute takes, and let it. And it was great.
115 pages, 4 locations, 6-day shoot, 2 actors.
That's
so,
crazy.
like Dave said, as a play, they really had to be on the mark.
Yeah.
They both delivered such a great performance in this little gem of a film.
Don't you both find, because sometimes when you're under that pressure, it's easier to get it than when you have the time. Sometimes the time makes things a little too much under the microscope and you get too into the weeds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, you really have to trust.
Yeah.
And all the work that you do and you prepare, you have to just let it go and truly be in the moment. And the beautiful thing is the camera doesn't lie.
Right.
So it picks that up, and we were flying.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
You know, it's amazing because Emily's based in Los Angeles, Dave's in San Francisco. And it's not like we were all getting together to rough this out or
Yeah.
rehearse this. We really had to kind of do it from a distance. And then when they came in, I made sure that we got them in each location for just a half a day, and then we began shooting.
Okay.
But the 2 cameras over the shoulders really kind of lend, and I credit our producers, Phil Lee, Daryl Manuel, our cinematographer, Jeff Brown, our first AD, Brad Smith. There was a lot of people that came together, like you said, in such a short period of time.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the behind the scenes here of this. Okay, so we kind of teased a little bit about it, but give us a synopsis for people at home. What is the movie about?
It's about 2 people that meet at a restaurant by chance, and the choices they make through this conversation or dialogue that they have. I like the complexity of human interaction, and the things that transpire through Jack's decisions do come, at a cost.
And I get a feeling, because I really enjoyed the score even on the trailer, that lends itself to not go in the direction you think it's going to go in.
Right.
Yeah?
No, there's a lot of opportunities where I think we wanted to get the realism of what the film and the characters could really build who they are as individuals. And I think David and Emily do such a good job that they draw that audience in.
All right, so now the film is streaming.
Yes, it's
different-
on Amazon Prime. We're also on Tubi, Google Play, and YouTube.
Okay, and what's the reaction been?
No, it's finding its legs, but things like this coming on your show to be able to have an opportunity to talk about it, you need that kind of momentum. I mean, for us, it's really about getting the word out and people taking the time to see the film.
Well, and applause for David, too, because talk about the award you won.
Oh, we premiered at the Beverly Hills Film Festival. And I was honored with the Best Actor award for the festival,
so
which
cool.
completely stunned me. You know, without Emma, there's no Jack.
Yeah.
And both of us, we spent 6 days volleying back and forth, like we were talking about earlier. But you know, Jack is a very interesting, and I think a lot of people can relate. You know, on the outside, very successful, very happily married, loving father, but was grappling with this turmoil inside that he was completely unaware of until he meets Emma, which ultimately turns his life upside down. And so it was a real joy to be able to. Duane and I and Frederick really collaborated on his arc, and then you just roll up your sleeves and get to work.
And I have to say too that Frederick Mensch that wrote Wrong Numbers, it's his writing, his dialogue. It's on the page. I mean, the actors have to take it and run with it from there. But if it's not on the page and it's not a good script, it's just tough to kind of get the results that I think that we achieved.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Fantastic. Thank you both for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you for having us.
Fantastic. Check it out yourself. WrongNumbersMovie.com is the website, as they mentioned, on a number of streaming services.